Welcome to day 1 of the 12 Days of Christmas, Season 3, 2016. I cannot believe that we're already at the start of the 12 Days of Christmas. I mean, December has flown by, just like the 2016 year did as well. I hope everyone is getting excited for the holidays. Whether you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, or any other holiday, I know that this series is centered around Christmas, but if you do celebrate a different holiday, I hope that you can still enjoy this series nonetheless. And before I get into the review of this awesome Bessie here, as you can see, I want to thank everyone who submitted suggestions for the 12 Days of Christmas. I'm happy to say that most people who did submit requests will end up receiving shoutouts, but like I said in that introduction video, only 12 people will receive shoutouts. So if you do not end up receiving a shoutout this year, there's always next year. And thanks again for those people who did suggest some cars for me to review, because if you didn't suggest, then this series wouldn't exist. So I really do appreciate that. And of course, one more thing to thank you guys about: 5,000 subscribers. That is just unbelievable. I don't want to spend too much time talking about in this video because I plan on doing a thank you 5,000 subscriber special at the end of the year, but I just have to say thank you guys so much. I cannot believe it. And just wow, I don't have any words to describe how happy I am, just because I started this channel about 4 years ago and never in a million years thought I would make it this far. So thank you guys. And now let's get into the review for day 1 of 12 DOC. I'll probably refer to it like that because it's easier to say. But for today's shout out, we have SpinjtzuMaster Mike. I hope I pronounced your name correctly, but thank you for the suggestion. You actually only suggested one thing. You could have suggested stuff for all 12 series for 2016, but you just went with Bessie, and you got Bessie indeed. So that would have been an example if you didn't want to fill out the entire list, just so you guys know. And so now let's dive right into the review. So of course, Bessie was the equipment that McQueen used to pave the road after he erected. So it played a pretty pivotal moment in the movie. However, it's not actually a character because she doesn't have a heart. I don't know. I don't really know how to describe this, but you guys know. She doesn't have eyes. She doesn't talk in the movie. She's a piece of equipment that Doc named, or whoever named, Bessie. So it kind of has that personality of being always like looking over McQueen's shoulder there, just like, you know, keep paving. But yeah, she's not really an actual character per se. So, as you can see, we have Bessie there on the side. And we have caution, equipment surface may be hot, with some very nice texture dots there. I mean, you really need to see this one in person to feel the dots. And of course, you can see all the dirt and dust as well from the gravel up here in this little compartment. Just a very well detailed car, or not really a car, but more like a piece of machinery, equipment. So we do have the two drums, the barrels. I don't know what they are. Sorry, that actually spill out the oil, I would assume, that come into this thing right here, and then it comes down here and goes onto the road there while McQueen is paving. Unfortunately, there hasn't been a Bessie release that actually connects to McQueen. See, it doesn't connect, but I've seen people make customs with magnets, so it is possible. Here's the base if you're interested. Now, this is the 2010 release of her. That is extremely rare nowadays. I mean, the price probably will drop because of the 2016 release, which I'll show in a moment, but those are her two only releases. Obviously a deluxe. She's pretty big, pretty heavy as well. This whole back yellow portion is metal, so it's a pretty hefty release here. So very, very cool indeed. She does look to be put together with screws only. I don't see any rivets, which is kind of surprising because she's a pretty hefty release right here. And you can just soak in all the details of her. These move a little bit there. I mean, there's just a lot on here that you can probably spend a while to look at. Basic service equipment there is what it says on the back. just a very, very nice release here. We have the steamroller part to her, and it does roll very, very nicely. These wheels roll as well, but they're kind of stiff, so what really rolls is the back thing, and it does actually maintain a good steady roll for the entire car. Not car, why do I keep saying car? But here's actually another version of Bessie that Mattel made before 2010. It came in some sort of matte playset, and I got it, and it was my Bessie until I got this one here. And I do kind of like it. I think these things open. Probably gonna break it, so I'm not gonna try, but it's just a pretty basic version of Bessie. A prototype, I guess you could say, but you know, technically not a prototype. It's a playset version of her. Now I want to show you guys her 2016 release out of the package. So since Bessie, you know, I thought would be pretty rare, I decided to buy quite a few of her. So I did find one on Amazon for the good $6.99 price, and it came like this. You know, I wanted to keep it in the package, but Amazon made the decision for me to remove it from the package. I mean, it literally came like that, just off the blister. So, I mean, I guess it makes for a good comparison now between the 2016 and 2010 Bessie. So this is something that I haven't done in a video before because I've reviewed Bessie quite a bit. I think this is going to be my third time now, so it's quite a bit. It just happened to be like that. Not a big deal. I like Bessie, so no worries there. But we do actually have some differences in the dirt gravel pattern. You can see that's a lot heavier and more concentrated on the 2016 release over here. You can see that it's a lot more speckled there. Wow, that's a very, very obvious difference there. And not really sure why they changed it. It's probably more expensive to add all those speckles, or maybe it's not. I'm not really sure. They probably just speckle, like a thing like this just keeps like, you know, spitting it out. So maybe it's not. I don't know anything about specifics with Mattel and whatnot there, but you can definitely see a difference in the patterns. Let me know in the comments, which one do you prefer more? Here's the 2016 Bessie in the package. She was released in a case early on this year. I believe I unboxed and reviewed the case in January of this year, I'm pretty sure. So if you'd like to see that review, you can check it out in the description below. She's in the Sheriff's Impound Lot series, which is the series that is featured in today's 12 Days of Christmas video deluxe. As you can see there, number 6 out of 6 in the series. A very, very small series just consisting of the tuners, Sheriff, and Bessie herself. So you can see some of the other releases on the back there. Not really going to go into too much detail about the package here because you can check out my previous video on it. So that's pretty much all for Bessie. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And by the way, I have a lot of Bessies in the package. I have like 8, 7, something like that. And I've even left a couple on the pegs. So yeah, I've kind of bought a lot of Bessies, but I figured she'd probably be rare in the future, so I wanted to make sure I had a lot of her. Plus, you can buy what you like, and that's how many as you find it. So, thanks for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Thanks for the suggestions, SpinjtzuMaster Mike. I hope the video lived up to what you hoped it'd be. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow for day 2 of the 12 Days of Christmas, and I will be making that Cars 3 speculation video on McQueen's Crash later on in the week as well. Now, one thing I did want to talk about is the thumbnail for the 12 Days of Christmas Season 3. Now, in 2015, I actually did not show the car in the thumbnail, and in retrospect, that was kind of a mistake on my part. So this year, I'm putting the car in the thumbnail full-fledged right there along with some text as well. So let me know what you guys think of it. I think it came out pretty well. I really do like it, so I hope you guys like it as well. Now, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed. Bye now. Happy holidays.